Hello Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Pisces, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So with all that being said, Pisces, let's get started. How does Pisces currently view this relationship? So we do have the Hangman. We do have the 10 of Pentacles, and then we also have the 10 of Swords out here. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the 9 of Pentacles to the 8 of Swords to the 10 of Wands. Okay, Pisces, in regards to, in regards to how you're currently viewing this relationship, it looks like something came to an end in your life. Now, you could have been the one to bring whatever this thing is to an end, or maybe somebody else brought this thing to an end, regardless of who brought this thing to an end, is concerned. It kind of looks like something, moral of the story, came to an end in your life. Could have been a marriage, could have been a relationship, friendship, situationship, whatever have you. And it kind of looks like ever since whatever this thing was essentially came to an end, you've been trying your hardest to like adjust and adapt to life without this thing in your life. Whether it's like a situationship, marriage, relationship, friendship, whatever have you, you've been trying to adjust and adapt to this thing that's no longer, in your life, or this person that's no longer in your life is basically what I'm getting. You've been keeping yourself extremely busy / occupied, primarily with work. I am definitely getting that, because I'm getting an energy of you focusing on work, your career, your business, if you have one, as well as yourself. I am getting like a lot of self-love, coming from you. So you are definitely spending a lot of time pouring into yourself and focusing on yourself and the things that you just simply want to focus on and or improve about yourself, which I do feel like in a way it is kind of helping you not fall into a massive state of depression, because whatever this thing is that came to an end in your life, it was something that you were extremely invested in. It was something that you were emotionally attached to, of course. So because you no longer have that in your life, I do feel like there's a level of sadness there and disappointment there, but I feel like you're trying your hardest to not allow yourself to fall into a massive state of depression. I am getting that. All right, let's look at this person. How does this person currently view this relationship? Okay, so we do have the Star, we do have the 6 of Cups, and then we also have the Wheel of Fortune out here. But before I open my mouth, I do want to look at the 7 of Cups. Tell me more about the 7 of Cups. Okay, so we do have the World to the 5 of Pentacles. This to me kind of feels like that classic, saying, this person to the right of me, it's like they thought that the grass was going to essentially be greener on the other side. And it's like the moment they got to the other side, they're just like, oh shit. Oh shit. The grass isn't actually greener on the other side like I thought it was, is basically what I'm getting. And this doesn't have to be referring to like, them dating another person, them realizing, oh snap, like the grass is just not green on the other side, although that could very well be the case. I just kind of feel like this person, more of the story, thought that their life would be 10 times better without you in it versus with you in it. And it's like the moment this person decided to up and walk away from this relationship, they started to quickly realize that life isn't better without you in it. It's actually worse, is basically what I'm getting. It's actually worse. It's actually worse. With the Star to the 6 of Cups to the Wheel of Fortune coming out here, this to me feels like an energy of them having like this all of a sudden change of heart. It's like they go from, not wanting to be a part of this dynamic that the two of you, essentially have with one another, to wanting to be a part of this dynamic all of a sudden. And I feel like it has a lot to do with them realizing that life without you just simply isn't better like they thought it was going to essentially be. Because this to me feels like they thought life was going to be 10 times better without you in it, but they're quickly realizing, at that that's just simply not the case, causing them to have this all of a sudden change of heart, causing them to want you back in their life, causing them to want to work things out with you, things of that nature. How does Pisces currently feel. So we have the Justice card, we have the Sun, and then we also have the Four of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Emperor. I like your energy because you go from the Nine of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles to the freaking Emperor. So let's talk about it. Don't get caught up in the gender. Nothing's gender specific. The only reason why you're harnessing a lot of masculine energy is because right now you're being very proactive. You know, you're not harnessing any sort of feminine energy right now, which I personally think it's a really good thing that you're not harnessing any sort of feminine energy right now. Because if you were harnessing feminine energy, given this ending that occurred between you and this person, you would have definitely fallen into a state of depression. So the fact that you're harnessing a lot of masculine energy right now, I think that it's very beneficial for you because masculine energies are all about taking action, right? Feminine energies, on the other hand, you know, quite the opposite. And when it comes down to you and what you're going through right now, you're going through a very hard time. So instead of you just, you know, harnessing that feminine energy, which is just an energy of you just kind of sitting around, you know what I mean? Just waiting for something to happen, you're getting up and you're doing something with your life and you're being very proactive. Like I said, you were very focused on yourself, but you were also very focused on like your career, you know, your business if you have one, your education, things of that nature. So it's pretty nice to see you go from the Nine of Pentacles to the Emperor, because that's kind of telling me that now that this person's not in your life, all of the things that you've been procrastinating on, you're not doing that shit no more. All of the things that you've been putting on the back burner to focus on them and your relationship with them, you ain't doing that no more. Like, we're seeing a lot of progress, I would say, on your behalf, especially when it comes down to your money. I'm also getting that, especially when it comes down to your money, because I do see your money drastically improving. As far as there's something about like your physical that's improving. I'm not entirely sure what that's referring to, because I was getting like something about like your physical vessel that was essentially like improving in some way, shape, or form. That I don't know what that's all about. I don't know what that's all about. I mean, like, your mental health, you know, could very well be, you know, improving. That's, you know, definitely a possibility, or something else. Like, your health could be improving. I am getting that. So you might find yourself, you know, not as stressed out as you were when you were with this person. So that's a possibility. But there's just something about your vessel, your physical vessel, that's just drastically, you know, improving. So I don't know, maybe your relationship with this person took a massive toll, you know, on you physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and all of those things could very well be drastically improving now this person's not in your life. But in regards to how you're currently feeling, with the Justice card to the Four of Wands, to the Sun coming out here, you know, as time goes by, you know, you start to kind of find yourself in a much better place now than you did when you were with this individual, is basically what I'm getting. You know, you're just a lot more happier and at peace. There's things that are just, you know, unfolding, I would say, like, in your favor when it comes down to like business, when it comes down to your like health, something about like your physical vessel, you know, like, there's just so many things that are starting to kind of fall into place, you know, for you. And I feel like this relationship really threw a lot of things out of whack for you, but now things are finally starting to kind of like, you know, get in order. I'm also getting like an energy of you finding yourself all over again. So a lot of you could have felt like you really lost yourself within this person or within this dynamic that you once upon a time had with them. But how does this person currently feel? All right, so we have the Knight of Wands. We do have the Judgment card, and then we also have the Moon. This person's resurfacing back up here for you out of nowhere, okay? Let's see what they want, shall we? Tell me more about the Judgment card. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We got the Nine of Pentacles. We also have the Six of Wands. And then we also have the Three of Cups out here. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Nine of Swords. And then we also have the Ten of Cups. So, okay. Interesting. So this person's resurfacing back up here for you, right? And it's kind of stemming from a place of like, hey, like, I just wanted to check on you, Pisces, to, you know, make sure that, you know, you're okay, is basically what I'm getting. Now, do I feel like this person is just hitting you up to like check on you just to see if you're okay, nothing more, nothing less? No, let's be for real here, okay? I think that this person is just saying all this initially at first just to like break the ice and start a conversation with you. Nothing more, nothing less. I think that this person knows deep down inside you're doing fucking fabulous. Okay, let's just be honest. I think that this person knows deep down inside you're doing fabulous without them. Granted, the ending in itself, it was, you know, kind of hard, you know, initially at first, but because you kept yourself extremely busy / occupied with work, yourself, you know, the things that you got to do, I feel like that in itself really helped you through this ending that transpired between you and this person. But I just see this person resurfacing back up here for you out of nowhere, like, hey, like, you know, it's me, I'm just, you know, checking on you just to, you know, make sure that, you know, you're fine, you know, like, I hope that you're okay, like, I hope that you're not, you know, sad or, you know, depressed because of this ending. I think this person knows deep down inside you're doing just fine. I think this person knows that you're doing great. I think this person knows, between you and I think this person knows. Yeah, I think that this person knows. Now, are they doing so great without you? No, not really. It doesn't appear to me that they are. It doesn't appear to me that they are. But the primary reason why this person's back is because they want you back. It's because they thought that, you know, the grass was greener on the other side. And the moment that they got to the other side, they quickly realized, oh shit, it's not actually greener on the other side like I thought it was. So, you know, then there's that. But they're going to make it seem like, you know, they're just reaching out to you to see if you're okay, you know, because, you know, they know that this ending, you know, it really did hurt you and it really did affect you. So they just, you know, they're just, you know, resurfacing back up here for you, you know, just to check on you and, you know, make sure that you're okay. This person knows you're okay. Let's be real. They know that you're okay. We have the Page of Wands, we have the Lovers out here, and then we also have the King of Cups. So with the Page of Wands coming out here, that's kind of telling me that you're receiving communication here from this person. So this is just acting as a double confirmation. Now, I don't think that you're going to be shocked or surprised by this communication that you're receiving here from this person. I think that you knew that eventually, you know, this person would resurface back up here for you, wanting you back, and that's exactly what's happening. You knew that this was going to happen. We have the Ace of Swords to the Four of Swords to the Seven of Wands. It kind of looks like this person wants to have a conversation with you, heal things, you know, with you, and do whatever it takes, right, to make this dynamic between the two of you work. So I guess it kind of took this ending, you know, transpiring here between the two of you for them to essentially realize, like, oh, like, the grass isn't actually greener on the other side. I actually want to go back. Like, you know, it has that type of feel to it. But I don't know exactly what you're going to do and how you're going to respond and react to this person resurfacing back up here for you. All I do know is that you knew that this was going to essentially happen. It's only a matter of time. I don't know if you're going to turn around and slam the door in this person's face or if you're going to accept this person back into your life. I don't know what you're going to do, Pisces, but you knew that this would happen. More of the story. You knew that this would happen. Now it's your choice to essentially decide what you're going to do, you know, from this point on. All right. So that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.